Okay, guys, we are at the last step, the last 25 minutes of our 100-minute A. Okay, so yesterday we worked on introductions and conclusions for extra one, and I chose this introduction for mine. And I have all this wonderful stuff in here that I've planned and ready to write. So now it's all about the writing. So what I want you to do is get your motivation writing book, and inside your motivation writing book, you'll find paper. Somewhere, it doesn't matter where. You might even look on the back and make sure you get one that has an expository rubric on the back instead of a narrative. Like this one has the expository rubric, because on this rubric you can look and make sure you go down this list of 4. I did my structure, that's the organization. Demands of the prompt, skillfully crafted and well organized, very clear, central idea. All ideas strongly relate to the topic. Remember to stay on topic. So you can just go write down this to just make sure after you're done that you double check it and make sure you've got that. So tear a piece of that out. And then when you get torn out, you have a piece of paper like this. Now, I want you to look at this page as sections. I have put together this linear chart. Now, if you did an eye chart, you're going to have, it'll look a little different to you, or you'll have to see it a little differently. But the claim, the introduction, you basically need to use no more than 3 lines. Okay, so I put a little dot here. Then my first paragraph, let's jump down to the conclusion. The conclusion, same thing. You don't want to use any more than 2 or 3 lines. So I put a little dot here just to kind of give me a visual of, okay, if I want to use this whole page and I want to write long and strong, I want to make sure I stay on topic and really prove my claim well, I need to only use about that much space for my introduction, that much space for my conclusion. But remember, these two have to connect, and this has to be a real good grabber. On the window of the classroom, if you're not real sure about your introduction yet, I hung up a couple of different, here, let me use my camera over there. I can't get to it. Yeah, right there by my, okay. So there's a couple of anchor chart type things with some more ideas for your introductions. Okay, so we have our paper now, and that camera looks weird, but anyway, we have our paper, and then the middle body, I put a dot about halfway down. So I can say this first paragraph may fill up about that much space, and the second paragraph in about that much space. Okay, now let me show you my final copy. Here's my final copy, and you'll see my dots there. And I only used 2 for my conclusion and 2 lines for my introduction, which is perfectly fine. It's not like it has to be that way. And the other thing is, this first paragraph was longer and stronger than like my next paragraph. It was a little bit shorter, but that's just the way my paper turned out. Okay, I'm going to read it to you real fast so you can get started drafting yours. And I want you to draft. All I did, I went from my really strong plan with all this wonderful information straight into my draft. And as you'll see, there are some pieces that I did not use once I started writing, but I still proved my claim that I love Christmas because of the presents. So here we go. The only thing better than winning the lottery is Christmas. I love Christmas because of the presents. Is there anything better than racing down the stairs on Christmas morning with a tree full of presents and stockings overflowing with candy and toys? No, sir. I don't think there is. I love exciting anticipation as I wonder what I will get. Will it be a Wii, an iPod, a new bike, or a trampoline? It's always a surprise. I remember one year sneaking out of my room before anyone else was awake to find a new pair of snow skis laying under the tree. I was so nervous and excited that I tripped over my own 2 feet as I hurried back to my room. Not only seeing the gift Santa brought starts my stomach to jump like a kangaroo. See, I've got a comparison in here. But ripping into our gifts once everyone wakes up makes Christmas the best. Even better than getting is giving. At least that's what I think. favorite gifts are the ones I find that I know are perfect, or better yet, those I make myself. Baking candy and cakes is one of the most exciting parts of Christmas. Then wrapping them in cute boxes from Hobby Lobby to give as gifts causes me to smile from the inside out. Honestly, I'll take Christmas presents over winning the lottery any day. And remember, I wrapped right back up there. So there's my final copy. Hope your final copy turns out to be something you're proud of. As I read it this morning for you again and recorded this, I'm seeing some mistakes I need to go in and fix in terms of punctuation and things like that. So make sure after you write it and you get to this last spot, you grab a whisper phone and read it out loud very carefully. The other thing I want to make sure that you remember, let me write this down so it'll be emblazoned in your eyes, in your head. As you are writing, make sure you go through that process of thinking about it first and doing some writing, short bits of writing, and then reading it. Okay, so think, write, read. The golden rule of writing, make sure you do that. Think, write, read over and over and over throughout your whole writing process. And then you can write from your plan straight to your final copy and make your corrections as you go along. Okay, happy crafting.